מאמה, זה יש לנו.
בסדר. יש לכם הופעה חיה. מי זה בן אדם?
וואלה.
מי זה בן אדם?
וואלה. Jetzt Jordan. הוא מהמר. הוא מעיף. Where are we making it? הופעה פה? כן? הופעה פה? אולם חדש? זה יפה? מקום יפה?
מקום amazing.
עוד פעם. עוד פעם. Let's have a look. Well, here we have the radio station. Great. It's walking into the hall. An interview with Ben Bresky on International News. Israeli news. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Want to start again? So basically it's very, very exciting. The main reason being that unity and love is what is going to help bring Mashiach. Achdut in the Jewish people, in the world, is the hardest thing to get. And music is one of the most powerful tools to bring that. That was something that Jeff Powell once said to me. He's a good friend who's helped make these things and is continuing to help. And this idea is something that was being brought to life year after year, more and more. And thank God we've found a beautiful place which is right in front of my eyes right now in Beit Shemesh, with this new hall that they've opened. The place is called the Beit Shemesh Educational Center. They know it in Hebrew as a Kiryat Chinuch, the Beit Shemesh Kiryat Chinuch, and it's B'lian Hora. It's got like hundreds of boys here who, thank God, they have a place to go. They wouldn't be able to come to such a beautiful place themselves if it wasn't for such resources with beautiful grounds and beautiful staff and beautiful dormitories, and it really is a place that's going to help so much of the youth. And they now have a beautiful hall, brand new, never used. They're going to use it the day before for Achnasa Sefer Torah, to bring a new Sefer Torah to the school, and they're going to make a celebration in the hall, and the next day we're going to make this concert in the new hall, and all the funds, everything goes to the school. Also, all the students, they will be getting in for free of charge. They will not pay a shekel, and they are very, very excited. I just was talking to a bunch of them just now. Well, one of the stories that inspired me very much is that one of the students, after he was finished his service in the army, before he went home to his house, he first came back to the school, because he said that this is his home, this is his place where he has to go to after being so many years away in the army. This is where he wants to go back to after being away from home. And so this shows it has this fundamental for the youth. And it's also now I've seen the music is going to be something that's going to give them a lot of inspiration, especially the type of musicians we're bringing here, because they're very upbeat, very cool. These kids are into cool music. They all know who Wailav is. They've all been showing me the song he did with Describe Change, and they're going to get to meet new musicians who live in the area, like Shtar and Ben Yehuda and Elion, and all these different people that are going to be now people they can get into as well, who in my opinion is more positive influence than a lot of the music out in the world, as it's obviously they're Jewish and their message is true and pure and about positive things, and they're using all their musical talent in ways. So it's going to be a big step for a lot of these kids to get into a new style of music that's would be more healthy for them in all ways. Well, it's a combination of rock and rap, because for example, even Elion is more folk, and the goal is really to unify music as well, to bring different styles together. It happens to be that this concert, because Wailav's in the country, so there's been a drawing of more rap influence. But this is something that the kids... I've kept one spot free. It was going to be filled probably by Sam Fisher, but unfortunately he's not going to be in the country. So we have a few people that might. We have a guy called Pin Fireman who was around and to make shows. He's a very good DJ. He might bring a few friends, but more likely we're going to have a guy called Ezra Layton bring a group of guys from a place called TJ's. One or two other places are asking, but since the guys have just got here from America, just to get everything moving, and then they start to find out and get in contact with me, and we start building up. So probably we're only going to have one band from the schools. Hopefully also we hope to make a band in this school as the year progresses, and then we'll be hosting one of the bands from here as well. Also they have a beautiful place in Jaffa Institute, which we hope over time will develop some connection with some of the kids there who will be able to do some music and events as well. And their parenting is either single parents or no parents, or if both parents, but they are unable. They're very unable to be able to provide this kind of resources and facilities, and basically it's one of the things I've noticed is, like, you know, because we say a lot about these type of subjects, but to say it in a quick way, a basic way, is that basically that the students need a place that to prevent them not becoming like what I used to be more busy with on the streets, is the guys who are much more already on the drugs or out of rehab, to get them to a place where they'll never end up that way, meaning that they've been saved from the streets from 11 onwards, and this is those key years. And I think this is something in America that the system will have to start, and I'm sure it is, start to reevaluate, give a more rounded education so that the kids will stay in the system and stay off the streets, and give them the opportunity to stay away from home and live on the campus. And this really helps, like, the guys basically go through the whole school system successfully and be able to go into the next stage ready for more serious lifestyle, rather than just like a party lifestyle that unfortunately a lot of the youth are getting caught up with from a very young age. So I'm still doing that. A few nights a week. I was just out last night seeing one of my students and working in a bagel store, and the night before I was in the Kotel with a lot of old students, and they were all different guys were turning up from so one of them, Baruch Hashem, is now in the Asia Torah Army program, and another guy has come back miraculously, somehow made it back to Israel, and a bunch of other guys came, and they came and helped me build my sukkah. We're all still working on the midnight rabbi business. It doesn't end, unfortunately, but in a good way. The kids are growing, that I've had a kesher with. I feel sorry for the yeshiva system that they're not able to keep me there officially so that I can be working the midnight shift in their programs on a full-time scale, and I hope that one day someone out there who's listening will fund this, and maybe as soon as possible, so I can get back to work in the midnight slot as an official position. Up until now it's just me voluntarily, and people are welcome to help fund that as well, because it's not easy for my wife not to receive any pay from anywhere, and just do it as an act of, I don't know, Hashem helps, gives the strength to do that, Hashem. But it would be much helpful if people would be more involved with that, and it's an opportunity for anybody out there to get in contact with me. My email is umuse613@gmail.com. And also, Baruch Hashem, I've been able to help a few people get connected to different schools. I can try and be an agent a little bit, and once again, no one's paying for that, but these are all things that need to be done anyway, like whether there's money behind it or not. But the more money, the more resources, the more input from outside, the more successful we'll be. It burnt me out. Like, he was so strong in his learning. We learned so much Mishnah Berurah, and so much. It was unbelievable to be around such a high energy guy, and we kept our friendship. We had some good experiences. And he came recently when he was on his last trip around this time, and he came to my house for Parshas Noach, and we had a Shabbos meal together, and he actually did a rooftop gig in Shoreshim for us. So basically, our friendships continued, and we talk a lot over, internet and stuff, and I feel that we have a good connection. That's the whole thing of the concert. It's about unity and everybody coming together in different ways, and not focusing on the differences, rather than what we do connect in. And that's like how our friendship continues to grow. And the Chabad guy I don't really know so well. I was connected to him through Weiler actually, so he'll be making an appearance for around 10 minutes during Weiler's slot. But the Wailav is someone who's Yitz Jordan is a very intelligent, he's a Talmud Chacham. I have tremendous respect for him, and he's gone through the whole process, and he's trying to do what he has to do in the world out there to bring people close and try and get hip hop to a higher level. It's not an easy thing to do because it's coming from a very, very difficult beginning, the whole hip hop world. Well, he had such high energy that probably when we were learning, it was like a rap, the way he said over the toilet. I do remember it having that vibe, but I don't think it was like as concentrated as it developed as it went on with certain other people. There are more people there who were more like that. Me personally, when I was in yeshiva, I was like, what do you call it? I conformed very much, and the other guys around, and I know them as well, that he used to chill or learn with. And they definitely probably brought out that side of him. But when we were learning together, the main thing was to get a couple of grand and get some those opportunities. It's been an amazing visit for me, and I really appreciate all the inspiration you're giving us and all the people that listen to this. And just to continue, one more very important point, that obviously once again, this whole show is being funded by sponsorship, and we haven't raised enough at all, once again, because the students here are coming for free and we're charging very low price, only 30 shekels. People want advance, 25 shekels. We're keeping the prices very low. We've got 6 top acts, and we need people to help and take interest in the show, either by coming and paying the low fee, which will help, or coming and actually sponsoring 10 Bochrim, 300 shekels, and that will cover the cost of all the free students that we'll get in for 10, 30 shekels, so 10 times 30 is 300. And if anyone wants to sponsor more, they're welcome. We have this beautiful new hall, an opportunity to make many events here. Please, people show interest, be involved. Let me know if you want to either come or perform or sponsor or do different interesting ideas over here. It's a perfect location, beautiful view, and this is a big opportunity for a lot of the talent of the youth to inspire each other, inspire the world, and to start spreading outwards, to other places in Tel Aviv, eventually to other countries. So we have to start building up from a basis, and this is the place to start. And also check out the website jaffeinstitute.org, which is the main people that have put this whole hall and school together. jaffeinstitute.org, and also have a look at my Facebook. I've got an interesting group page, Jim Jaffa Institute and Midnight Rabbi, and you'll see a lot of information together with that. Thank you. Koti, thank you so much. Appreciate it all the time. Bye bye. Koti.
The ocean is you. The Torah is so true, it's so good for you. The Torah is so true. With the holy dance, tread through the sea, elevated.